gonna make fried chicken. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up these leg quarters. All right, if you cut chicken before, you know there's a joint right about there. And then these leg quarters are not always a good purchase because they always put half of the back with each one. So you got to get the back off of it. Cut it through the joint. And we'll save the backs for soup. And then we'll get rid of all this skin and fat I'm not going to need. And come up with a thigh. So we'll do that to this other one. Cut down right through there. You can see the joint. And you still got a little back on this one. So you got to try to get these backs off, just throw them away. There you go. There's that joint right there. Throw away this fat. You got more fat over here, skin. There's another one. Wow, look at the size of that one. That's a huge bird. But you know, most of this is throwaway back. So let's get this leg off of there. And of course, there's a monster piece of a back. It goes from here all the way over there. Look how big that is. So if you look into my bucket here, you can see all the throwaway, the waste, all the backs, or you can make soup out of them. Okay, now we're going to make a marinade for these. Let me rinse my hands. Well, the marinade is going to be a combination got some combination of buttermilk, my favorite cola soda, and that's it. Put them in here for 20 minutes. Okay, the chicken's been marinating for about 20 minutes or half an hour. So we're going to put them in the flour mixture to get really crispy chicken. So with that amount of chicken, I'm probably going to need maybe a cup and a half, 2 cups of flour. And 2 cups of flour, I want probably a good half a cup of cornstarch. There we go. And to spice it up, we're going to use about a half a teaspoon of salt. And about half a teaspoon of black pepper. Some onion powder, another half a little quarter teaspoon onion powder. You don't have to add ginger, but I like ginger. So I'm going to put in about half a teaspoon or so of ginger. I also like garlic. So I'm going to put in about a half a teaspoon of garlic. And mix that all up. You can add other things, but I think for me that's a basic, tasty, crispy dough. The cornstarch is going to make it nice and crispy. I know it's unusual. Most people just use flour, but we'll see what happens there. Okay, so that's mixed. So we're going to put our dredged chicken. So you take your chicken. These are large pieces. It'll take a while to cook. But you dredge your chicken in there, shake it up, and you lay it on this cooling rack to keep it off the foil so that it doesn't make a little puddle on the bottom of it. where all the flour will just kind of fall off. The idea is you want the flour to stay on the chicken and not get in your grease. So that's why we're going to let it sit on this tray for about 10 minutes so that the flour has a good chance to adhere to the chicken. You can double flour it, take it in here and dredge it a second time if you want extra thickness on your batter. But from the looks of this, it's really sticking pretty good. Having used that buttermilk and the Pepsi, probably tenderized this pretty good. All right, so the chicken's done. And if you noticed, I'm not putting it on paper towels like a lot of people do, because I believe it drips better this way. Paper towels get saturated with the grease, and all of a sudden the chickens are laying on a greasy paper towel. Listen to this. That is crispy chicken. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe so you can see the variety of videos that I produce. Thank you.